What's going on, everyone? A little change of scenery. I'm on the road this week, so a bit of the hotel atmosphere. But today is the big day for the Lionel 2023 catalog, so let's check it out. I'm not going to go over everything. There's going to be plenty of videos out there that are just for that. I would suggest you check out the Matt and Matt O-Gauge podcast. They will do an excellent job by sitting down with Lionel as well as Eric's from Eric's Trains and go over a lot of the items in detail. We'll also have Lionel doing a chat on that, and that'll already be broadcast by the time you see this video. So check out and do a search on that stuff. But what I'm going to talk about is what I plan on ordering and what I would suggest that you get your hands on, because these are the ones that will likely be very sought after as time goes on, and what has been proven to be big collector items in the secondary market. So let's take a look at the catalog and check out some of what I think is the heavy hitters. Let's get started. The cover here is what was released a few days ago, and I featured it as well on my Instagram and the YouTube community. So no surprise of the two big items that are going to be in here. We have the Dreyfus and the Big Boy. Of course, the Big Boy is what I'm going after first this year. As a kid, and I'm sure many can agree, it is the locomotive that you dreamed of. It is definitely the one that I always dreamed of as a kid. And even when I was doing HO scale, never quite had the money or the layout to get it. So you best believe after all of this time and finally getting back into the train hobby that I'm getting my hands on one. And the paint schemes are very unique as far as the offerings that they did here. As you can see, they also did the set that has not only one, but two sets of the Vision line stock cars that come with it, along with a very special, unique box car that is going to be only with this set, bespoke. They also have the caboose that comes with it. Now, for me, I'm going to go with the current 4014 Excursion. I think that's going to be sort of the classic kind of go-to unit, especially being that it's toured around. I think that's going to hold its value the most. That's going to be the road number that everyone has in mind. Knowing the secondary market, if you can't get anything else, grab one of these. If you can afford more than one, buy two, buy three, because if anything's been like what it has been, these will hold their value and go up. Now, of course, the price isn't cheap. I mean, we're looking at almost $3,000 for an engine. You'll get a little bit of a deal when you go and buy one pre-order, but let's face it, folks, they're not going to make this one probably for a very long time. And especially some of these fantasy schemes, I think these Greyhounds will do good. But for me, 4014, I'm going to do all of the cars. Don't have any Union Pacific at all, especially with Excursion. I think it's going to be awesome to have these passengers. Maybe as time goes on, I might pick up another set of the Vision cars. They have plenty of reefers here. They got some stock cars, but I just got the pigs. So the neat thing about these, it will have the sheep sounds. So, maybe, but it's not something I'm going to pre-order. I think there's going to be plenty of these around. So if you want to wait and see what your budget has towards the end of the year, hold out. I think definitely a lot of hobby shops and whatnot are going to order plenty of these extra. So as we get back into Steam, again, the Dreyfus, however you say it, whatever, doesn't matter. These are ones that have been all over social media the day, and it is going to be one that definitely you want to get your hands on. I mean, look at some of the features here. It is all new tooling. We have whistle steam. We have the water tender scoop effect. I think these are on the Niagaras. I'm really looking forward to that. But what I have to decide is exactly what color scheme to go with. I really like this blue 5454, but I'm looking over here at the set with the cars, and I want something that's going to match. Cars probably would go with any of them. As much as I like the blue, I think the cars will match a little better with some of the other gray schemes. So I think here, this 20th Century Limited, again, I'm going to go with everything. I'm sorry, but I love the cars. I want the complete set. I'm pre-ordering all of it. Moving on, decapods, kind of cool looking. Nothing here that really gets me too excited. Some of the colors are kind of all right. I kind of like this bluish tint here, but I already have the Atlantic I bought, kind of a smaller engine. This is neat. Not really, I'm worried too much about. And one other thing before going, this wired tether seems like we're kind of taking a step back, right? I mean, let's keep the wireless. That's where it's at. Now, this is one that I am going to keep my eye on. These IA1s. I love this extended tender, this really long tender. I guess they call it what, the coast to coast, maybe. I think I saw that someone was talking about. But pretty unique to me. I mean, that thing's longer than the engine itself. So I don't know if I'm going to pre-order one of these, but if the budget has it in it, come towards the end of the year when they get released, I may actually pick one of those up. Now, these 484s, for sure, this is what I'm going to pre-order. Reason why? This Blue Goose. I'm a sucker for fantasy schemes. You all know that. I already have the Black Bonnet Santa Fe that I bought that unfortunately is back at Lionel for warranty. Hopefully get that back soon. But this Blue Goose, I don't have cars for it. I'll keep my eyes open for something. But that is an awesome paint scheme. I mean, just look at that, guys. That is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm definitely pre-ordering that bad boy because I want to make sure that one doesn't slip through my fingers. Camelbacks are cool. Again, probably not going to pre-order one of these. The prices are awesome. I do think the color schemes are great. If I, get the itch come later on when they release, maybe I find a good deal on one, I might grab it. We'll see. Now, diesels, the big ones here, I think are the E8, E9s. Not the first for Lionel, but some of these color schemes. This right here, I don't know what it is, but man, that is a gorgeous set with the teal. I am very, very, very tempted to pre-order this one. It is definitely on my list of maybes, a very hard maybe. I really did like the Southern, of course. I got a lot of the Southern stuff. Um, you know, the, but it's still black and white, right? I have a lot of the green ones, but man, that teal is awesome. Now, this is the one that I didn't expect. If you missed out on the Fs for the Aberdeen Carolina Western, grab these immediately, okay? Because the Fs are already, I think, pretty much sold out everywhere. This color scheme is awesome. Now, for me, 100%, I'm pre-ordering the cars here. I want to add this to the collection for the Fs. I'm going to get I guess Vista Dome is what you would call it. Now, these here, to me, not really going to match that great as far as this sort of aluminum streamline, but what I am drawn to is the fact that they actually went out and got some dialogue from the AC&W personnel. That's pretty neat. So, we're going to have, sort of the Station Sounds Diner car there. So we'll add a little bit to it. The prototypical Aberdeen Carolina Western is sort of a hodgepodge of different cars. So maybe it'll fit in. Rumor has it that I heard AC&W actually does have an E8 set they're painting right now. So, oops, sorry about that. I love the E's. Honestly, if I didn't have the F's, I definitely would buy this. Again, we'll see. Maybe if I get the itch, if everything is great when this comes out and there's an extra set of these, I might grab them just to add. But I don't really care so much about getting duplicates as far as the engines and road names to a certain degree. Since I already have this and I already have the cars and everything else, E's are great. But if you didn't get it already, I definitely recommend it. ES44s, if you have one, you have them all. Ben from Ben Strains loves them. Uh, hopefully he gets his wife some Uggs to make up for all these that he has. But they have some nice color schemes here. Personally, this gray I think is cool from Kansas City. Mix up a little bit. I do like this Operation Lifesaver. We'll see. I watched the Ben Strains live show with RBP, and he made a great point about save a few bucks, get the super base. That way, you can pull it behind some other consists, and that maybe we'll see. Not going to pre-order any of these. There are plenty of them out there. None that really grab my attention that much. NW2s, great ones. I think they're awesome. Again, got plenty. The GB20s is something I don't have any of. And this Santa Fe, I don't know. I've always been a really big fan of the Santa Fe, this blue paint scheme. I may have to grab one. The price isn't bad, but otherwise, here, to each their own. Nothing here that really grabs my attention. As we get into the sets, they offer a lot of good ones. If you're into a specific engine here, the sets you can obviously save a lot of money. I did get the BNSF Coltrane set last year. You with that engine and getting the cars is pretty awesome. I did kind of consider this here as far as this Iron Hippo, the Pensy, but if it had the coast to coast tender, I think I would have done it. Otherwise, you could piece this stuff together, at least for me. Um, Again, some more sets. Getting into some of the rolling stop, the gondolas are all right. Nothing too great. I did look at a few of these box cars. This grain door box car was kind of cool. But, this Penn Central caboose kind of caught my attention. I've always been kind of a sucker for this green they do, so I may have to grab one of those. I've also considered, one of these cabooses here. It's just a shame they don't have Norfolk Western. I just picked up the Class A, but a lot of Pennsylvania this year on the box cars with this one random Conrail. Otherwise, your standard Coles, center beams, coal cars. A lot of these are repeats, for this catalog. I think it's a nice catalog from Lionel, but definitely a lot of repeats. Few, really heavy hitters in the beginning, and then we just kind of get into sort of the normal stuff that they've been offering lately. Nothing too surprising there. I don't get much in the Lion Chief. I'm not going to deal with a lot here, but these bud units, I don't know what it is, but they caught my attention. I think it'd be kind of cool just having a couple of these run around the layout. They're not scale, but I don't know what it is. I kind of like this center. We have the smoke unit here. I'm really curious to get a combo pack of these. I mean, price doesn't seem bad. $600 for a pack of two. Not really sure what road name to get. This Alaska's kind of neat. I like the sort of the cross safety pattern on the front. But otherwise, Baltimore and Ohio, I do like that blue and yellow. But these Alaskas, man, I really think I'm gonna pick a set up. Don't do a lot of Lion Chief, but man, I don't know. Something about these, they just look neat. Kind of like this subway style car. I think it'll look cool in the layout. So otherwise, this Disney set I thought was cool. If you're into Disney, I love visiting Disney World. Fantastic trips over the last few years, but I think this one too. If you got some extra cash, you want to stock something away, this will be a collectible. I think this will bring some premiums come in the future, so maybe something for you to consider. This one right here, though, I may grab this. I mean, it's $200. You can probably get it cheap, but this is the throwback to the one of the first license sets they did with Lionel, and you can read all this here as far as the history on that. Recreates a 1934 Mickey Mouse handcart. I mean, you can see kind of that original art. So, it's gonna be pretty neat, I think. What do we got here? I got 5 limited edition color variations, so that's pretty neat. Let's see what the link brings up. Okay, nickel plated, green, orange, red, maroon. So yeah, it's like coming soon. So I'm not sure. Maybe they're going to be offering these over the next few catalogs, but I don't know. That'll be kind of neat sitting on the shelf. I think I'll have to maybe grab one of those too. But otherwise, guys, a lot of stuff in this catalog. This Willy Wonka was one that was kind of neat. If you're into that kind of stuff, the movies and all, it'd be great for kids. But otherwise, yeah, that's what I'm going for. I'd suggest if you are interested in getting anything, for sure, go for it. You don't want to wait. You don't want to be caught with your pants down. So grab what you can if you can afford it. Otherwise, thanks for checking out the video as far as this catalog review with me. And let me know in the comments if you guys are going to grab anything from this, if you think what I'm getting is well worth the money, or if you think that it's a waste of time. And let me know what you think about getting you some stuff on your own. If you like this, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.